What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol, back with another episode of the 6 Skill News. Today, we're going to take a look at the newly announced and on display secret base, Cad Bane. Let's roll. That's right, guys. We are back. Another video, another episode of 6 Skill News, another figure preview. Star Wars, Hot Toys, bringing the flipping heat. And, a long time ago when I knew that Cad Bane was going to be in the Mando, I was hoping against hope that Hot Toys would actually make one. And here we are today. I think honestly, I don't think there's any way they wouldn't make one at this point. But while we're seeing, here, I have a question for you guys. Why have we seen Cad Bane up for pre-order first before Cobb Vanth? Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on that. I'm not upset about Cad Bane. Clearly, I'm hyped for that. I just don't understand the logic of that. Maybe they're working on a head sculpt. I don't know. Anyways, the fact that we're going to get Cad Bane, the question is not, am I going to buy it? Or are you going to? The question is, how many do we need to get? How many? You got one for your Mando display. Then you got to have one for your Clone Wars display. How many do you need? I think 2 is going to be the minimum number of Cad Bane figures. And can you imagine the price point when this thing sells out in 3 years or whenever the hell that is, really? The price point on this figure is going to be next level insane. We'll find out in a few years. So, that's not a reason to buy it. I'm just saying that it's Cad freaking Bane, man. That's what I'm talking about. So recently, actually, as of yesterday or the day before, whenever this video goes out, I don't know. I actually reviewed this guy, this finally released, beautiful figure of Miles Morales from Spider-Verse. And I flipping love this figure. In fact, so much that I got mine from Pop Collectibles. I got this one, but I will be getting a second one so I can display him like this. And also with the suits. So if you want to check out that full review and posing and all that kind of stuff, link somewhere up there is a link for that. I flipping love this figure. I am just over the moon with that one. But today we're going to look at photos. My friends over at Pop Collectibles went to Secret Base, got us some photos of the actual prototype on display of Cad Bane. We're going to look at that. And we'll come up with some thoughts, because I have thoughts, right? Let's talk about it. So let's get into this first one. We can see Cad Bane next to the Book of Boba Fett, which oddly enough doesn't come with a head sculpt. So that's kind of weird, but whatever. We'll talk about him in another day. I will definitely be obviously getting another Fett. But this is how they got him on display. We got Toto 360 there. We got Fett Man there with his gaffy stick and all kind of stuff. And you got Cad Bane. And you can see that Cad Bane is significantly taller than Boba Fett, as he should be, right? So I'm pretty stoked with just how he turned out in general. I mean, those two together, whew. I'm just happy that we're getting to Cad Bane. Maybe it's overhyped. I don't know. But that's just where I'm at right this second. Let's move on to the next one and take a look at the head sculpts and just the overall design of this character and just get an idea of what's going on. The face sculpt, I do want to talk about it. Let me zoom in here a second. The face sculpt here, clearly this is the Mandalorian, or the Book of Boba Fett. I keep saying Mandalorian. The Book of Boba Fett Cad Bane, and not the Clone Wars animated Cad Bane, because the color of the blue is different, and just the hat is clearly different. Definitely talk about the hat. But that's okay. That's okay. This is how he looked in live action, which is, again, unbelievable to actually be saying. We got a live action Cad Bane. But this is what he looked like. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I would love a Clone Wars animated style figure. Clearly, Hot Toys knows how to do an animated style figure. We just took a look at Miles Morales. But this is what we got, so it's fine. The jacket material looks like it's going to be durable. I don't think it's going to be that pleathery stuff. It's an actual fabric, which looks nice. I like everything about this right on. But I do think the hat, even though this is representative of Book of Boba Fett, they give us some Clone Wars accessories in the middle of this. They should have, I would have liked them for them to have given us a Clone Wars inspired hat. Like a giant brim, like just freaking giant hat. I just think that, and I'll probably have to either 3D print one or get one custom made or something. But I think having that wide brim hat is just such an iconic look for Cad Bane that I think it's just needed. Also, we need a toothpick. So we need that too. But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we could make it a little, this could take it up a notch. So here we go with him next to Boba, looking all kinds of awesome. And I'm just noticing that those gauntlets look very, very saturated. It's like a deep navy. I don't want to say navy, but it's a very deep, like a royal blue, highly saturated blue. And they stand out a pretty good bit. And this one of those things. All right, so here we go. The face. I want to zoom in. Can we zoom way to hell in here? We can, because I want to take a look at the eyes and the teeth. So the eyes, I expected to see like just solid red, but they've got like a sunburst effect in there for his iris, which I think is very nice. It's not solid red. And then we got the teeth, which teeth for Hot Toys sometimes goes a little awry, but here I think it looks pretty good. We got speckling going on with the paint application. It's going to have some depth and detail to it that I think is going to be pretty freaking cool in person whenever we see it in about a year. And we're going to get multiple face sculpts, which they certainly didn't have to give us, but they did. And I'm liking everything about this. Am I overhyped? All right, here's the other head sculpts, or the face plates. So these are obviously going to be magnetic based on previous figures. They're going to switch out based on pretty easily. We've got a serious frowny look. We got an open screaming mouth, and then we got that other one that we saw in the previous photo. And all of these look amazing. And I like the texture. I mean, if I zoom in some more, look at the texture on this guy. This is not a smooth skinned animated figure at all. This is rough, tumble, and he's been out in the deserts, Tatooine. He's been out running around the galaxy, and he's a fearsome bounty hunter, to say the least. The texture on the jacket, as we can see here, I mean, you can see right. It's almost like it looks a little thicker than maybe some other jackets we've seen in the past, but it definitely looks like it's going to be durable. I am curious to see how it's going to inhibit range of motion when you get those thick fabric materials on top of other thick fabric materials, and we'll see how it goes. But you see all his insignias and attachments here that have a nice little metallic silver wash to it. Yeah, I'm digging this very much. I am curious, though, how that jacket and how that body underneath that jacket is going to be as far as like arching or range of motion and all that. But Cad Bane, he didn't do any flippy flips, but, he gets in the heated battle. He hooks it up. We got his ammo belt going on right there. It looks pretty good. And this is that saturated blue gauntlet I was talking about. We got this almost brass metallic paint cartridges here. You got the hoses going up. And it's very, very blue. It's the most colorful thing on the figure as far as saturation goes. And so, it's not bad. It's just something I noted when I was going through the photos. Another one here, we've got like the ammo belt we've got going on down here. Western, I mean, just every cue. The character design was unbelievable for Cad Bane from the very beginning. But those are definitely Mando inspired. For those pieces, we saw them with. He had his cartridges for his rifle, his Amnon rifle, but I imagine those are going to be removable or come out somehow. We got a blaster pistol. Oh, look at this hand, this gloved hand. This is like the close-up of the hand. So we got this almost magenta purpley glove thing going on with the brown wrist cover, blue hands. This is a prototype. I imagine we're going to have better paint applications, but you can definitely tell this is a prototype because you can see the paint rubbing off on the actual pistol here. Don't do that. You can see like the paint from the hand rubbing off on the pistol, and clearly we won't have that issue when it gets into quality control and final production. I imagine they'll resolve that problem. And then Toto 360. So the deluxe is going to cost you like $20 more. So there is I really don't see any reason to knock the deluxe. Toto 360 did not appear in Book of Boba Fett, but he obviously is a Clone Wars inspired character, and he is a must-have. I just don't see any way to not get Toto. Again, this is going to be a prototype, but we can look at like some of the finishes and paint applications. He's got some patina and some rust in the cracks and crevices, silver wash all over it. I don't know if he's going to have a light up function. I really hope he doesn't, because that's just one more thing to mess with. But the character design in general, pretty stinking cool. He's got a acrylic flight stand. He's got some flight, thrusters going on. Yeah, this is a pretty stinking cool release, guys. The thrusters for Boba's feet rockets, shoe boot rockets, whatever you want to call them. Those are definitely Clone Wars inspired because we did not see them in Book of Boba Fett, but they're definitely Clone Wars inspired. So they gave us bits and pieces of both, which is very nice, and I'm digging that. The hands, so I got 2 fisted hands, we've got some blaster holding hands, and we got some like a relaxed hand of some kind. Man, look at these. All right, here we go. Single boot, no split cut boot, because, you know, Star Wars, for whatever reason, doesn't give us split cut boots. I don't understand it, but there's the design. I mean, plenty of weathering, which is not a shocker. He's supposed to be that way, right? We are going to give the sand base with the footprints. How about that? Like, we couldn't get away from that. They won't fit, you know, Cad Bane here because they're going to be too small for him, but, you know, we got to have it. There's the hat, which is way too small for my liking for a Clone Wars release. And then last but not least, look at this guy. I mean, just take this in and look how awesome it's going to be. We do need to fix the hat, in my opinion, for a Clone Wars display. Obviously, for Book of Boba Fett, it looks fine. It's just not as intimidating with the smaller hat. So that's my thoughts. If you guys want to pre-order one of these, check out Pop Collectibles. If you are in the States and you like to get your stuff from the stateside, definitely check out Collector's Own. Link in the description below. There's a discount code for both of those as well. Also, we have just opened up the Patrol Discord chat. So we've got channels in there for voice chats. We've got Kenobi spoilers. We've got posing. We've got collection stuff. So go join that. There's a link in the description below for that as well. Over the next couple weeks, as I get the move transferred out, we're going to definitely kick up activity in there. But now is a good time to go ahead and join it on your Discord. And as always, collect what you like. See you next time.